Anyways, hey guys, so this is Vlogmas day 8, I believe, and it is 12:19. I literally had all my classes already, and like I feel like today's not gonna be a vlog worthy day, so I'm gonna just sit here and talk to you guys for a little bit, and then I'm gonna upload the vlog. I've got some tea with me. What kind of tea are we drinking today? We are drinking red velvet tea, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be like a talking video instead of a vlog. Yeah, it's basically tea time with Tima. Oh my gosh, I actually like the ring of that. That sounds really cool. Tea time with Tima. Yes, we're gonna keep that. Anyways, so as you can see, got the tea as I mentioned, and I'm like wearing this amazing sweater. I believe this is from Pink, Victoria's Secret Pink. It is so warm. The only thing I don't like about it is the color, because like I actually just did my makeup and I'm pretty sure I didn't get anything on it, which is shocking. But throughout the day, the neck collar, maybe that's just me not blending my makeup. Like, I don't know what's going on with life. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. Alright, so I want to talk about this show. This show that I'm so in love with. Hold on, let me pull up the episodes really quickly. Oh no, that's not what I was trying to do. Ooh. What is going on? Alright, cool. Let me pull up the episodes so I can like know what I'm talking about for you guys. But while I'm doing that, how are you guys? How's life going? Are you living your best life? Like, what's good? Like, I don't know. Alright, so I got the episodes listed, and we're gonna try to go through the episodes for you guys. I don't even know why I have like a lip product on right now, because I'm drinking whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna be talking to you guys about the show She Gotta Have It. Alright, what is my background with the show? I'm talking about like my background with the show, like I'm involved with the show like that. No, that's not what I mean. So before I watched the show, I know that Spike Lee did a movie back in hold on. He did a movie back in 1986 for this. Before he did the show. And basically I felt like I needed to watch the movie just because it was the original, and I'm kind of glad that I did that. And I would recommend that if you do watch the show that you watch the movie first, because the movie kind of gives you like more of a background. Well, the show kind of goes more in depth, but the movie gives you like it's like a summary of what the show is going to be about, and the show is like a more modern take on the movie. I think I would say that I like the show better because the show is like 9 episodes and it's longer and it's just like relatable and it covers a lot more. But let me talk about the movie first, because I'm like all over the place right now. So basically the movie, it's kind of very similar in the aspect of that Nola Darling, who is the main character. She talks to us about like her love life basically, and she is a polyamorous person. I forget exactly what she says, like how she identifies, but I know that one of the words is that she's polyamorous, heterosexual, something. I don't remember it, but yeah. So it's kind of similar. It does that in the movie where she talks to us too about like certain situations. But there is like one specific scene that I want to talk about in the movie, and that is when I believe Greer I'm pretty sure it's Greer. Greer assaults Nola in the movie. And in the show, that's turned into a complete stranger assaulting her. Not in the same aspect. Like, she was assaulted in the show, but it was, like, different. Because in the movie, he actually, like, sexually assaulted her. And he took, like, dominance. And he was, like... I don't know. I liked that scene, not like what was happening to her, obviously, but I liked that scene in the movie because I felt like on the show, the Greer that was portrayed on the show, well, not really, I guess, but it would seem like of all the men who would assault her, it would seem like Greer was, because he's so I can't even talk. He's so hyper masculated. Like, he goes to the gym, testosterone. Like, he even takes her to a restaurant with, like, a bunch of women that he slept with go. And it so happens, like, as they're walking, like, because it's funny how it's set up. They're walking their table, like, the restaurant's kind of like a bar, and it's, like, in, like, a aisle. So as they're walking through the aisle, like, on each side, girls are saying hi to Greer. And it's, like, it's obvious that these are girls that he's had sexual relations with. And they have to, like, their table's, like, literally, like, with the seating in general, it's, like, all the way in the back. So it's, like, Nola and him are walking, and all these women are like, hey, Greer, long time not hearing from you, and all this stuff. And I was just like, what were you thinking? Like, I guess in a way you can look at it and be like, okay, he wanted to show that he was committed to her by bringing her in front of the girls, but I'm pretty sure the girls are aware that they've all slept with Greer, so I don't know what his intentions were. The food was really great. Like, they live in New York. He could have went, there are many great restaurants. Like, Greer Childs be flaunting it like he got it. He lives in a flat, for God's sakes. Like, I'm sure, like, it was cheap and good food. Nah, he playing. But, again, going back to that scene, I felt like I felt more of a connection with the assault because it was a man that she trusted her body with. And it was more like he turned something that was enjoyable for her and for them into something that was a horrible experience. But in the movie, they never really, like, if I recall, they didn't go in depth about her. I don't think they went in depth about the process of her healing, like, after the assault. Whereas in the show they did that. They went, like, it showed how it affected her in different ways. Like, it affected her when she was putting up her posters, like her artwork, and then a guy went to go compliment her and she, like, sprayed him in the face. So it did, and then it did show that. And also when she was talking to her therapist, that showed too. But, like, in the movie it didn't as much cover it. But okay, so, like, in the show, I really like one of the things in the movie that I didn't like was that they didn't, like, I think there was, like, ladies that were talking about, like, Jamie's wife might have been in it or something, but, or, like, women were like, oh, she took Greer from me, or she took what's his face from me, like. But, like, in the show, they actually, I guess because it's more episodes, they had to fill it in. It actually shows, like, well, the Greer's the only one that they don't really show, like, but he doesn't really have anyone. But they show Jamie's, like, wife and his son, and they delve into, they really focus more on Jamie's and Mars, too. Like, their home lives more. You see more of that than, like, Greer's. Yeah, there's, like, usually when they show Greer, he's usually with Nola. So it was like, okay, but, like, you see Mars, well, he's with Nola too, but because he was at the bike shop with his friends, like, his bike restaurant thing, and you see his sister. So yeah, like, Greer's the only one who, like, you don't really see his home, like, because I guess he doesn't really have, like, anyone, to be honest. But let's talk about Nola's posters. Like, I know there's, like, a campaign. I'm pretty sure Netflix is doing a campaign right now with the posters, and it's like, I am not, or yeah, I'm not, and then you like add what's been said to you, and I think that's really cool. I think that was so like that. I would call it protest art, to be honest. I thought that was so powerful, and like a lot of people could have related to that, because who hasn't been catcalled and who hasn't been, you know, whistled at and all of that. And it's like, even though like I felt like Nola was giving a voice to people, because sexual assault is like a really big and reoccurring topic, but like I guess I don't want to say comparing, I really don't, but she was basically giving a voice to those who, because there's a gradient like of sexual assault, and it goes from like catcalling to like, you know, where it gets like physically to like basically rape, right? And this is like, a lot of people focus, like, I know I watch SVU and a lot of people do too. SVU, basically most of the episodes cover like sexual assault in a race aspect, rape aspect more than anything, even though like it is a broad spectrum, and catcalling is sexual assault. Sexual assault is any unwanted sexual advances or activities, basically, and that does count. And she did open the doors to, not open, but the show basically opens the doors to like women who are, you know, catcalled at and all of that, or grabbed like Nola was on the street and like cursed out for not accepting sexual advances. Like, that is not cool at all. So I really like that aspect of it. Oh my gosh, but her going to the therapist was giving me Molly from Insecure vibes. She was actually giving me like Molly and Issa vibes, but like the therapist scene, having a black therapist as a black woman. Like, I'm not saying you should, like, but if I were to start therapy, I would prefer to have a black woman therapist. Because I feel like it's just like, as a black woman, our race is like, even though we don't want to say, like, not that we don't want to say, our race is a big part of who we are, and it also contributes to a lot that we go through, I guess, like how we live our lives and all of that. And it's, oh, I forget the word. Oh my gosh, I forget the word. But it is a characteristic that like influences a lot. Can't think of the word. There's like a term for it, and it's like a main characteristic of who we are, and it influences a lot, like professionally, educationally, societally. I guess that like goes in. But yeah, so like the fact that her therapist, like her therapist was speaking the truth that I can't even like know. So basically, I loved the therapy sessions, and it was giving me like major Molly from Insecure vibes, because it also brought up the thing of, well, I don't remember in the movie. I'm pretty sure, was it in the movie that she starts going to a therapist because Greer says she's a sex addict? Or, but then in the show, I don't even remember if she goes to her therapist, to be honest, in the movie. But in the show, she goes because her friend gives her the number, because they were like, because she reacts like a certain, like after the assault, she's acting like a certain way, so her friend gives her the number to the therapist or whatever. But the therapy sessions weren't like only focused on her assault, they were focused on her. Like, my main like thing that I get from Nola is Nola's life, especially being a creative, which is what she is. She's an artist. She paints, and like, I guess would that count as photography? Because the posters, I thought they were photographs. I don't know, but she's a creative. So her life, like as a creative, your life is, I'm not saying this from experience, I'm just saying from like what I've heard other people say as creatives. Basically, your life is really uncontrollable, because like it's different from, and like even not even just as a creative, I guess in life too, there's only certain things that you can control in your life. And one of the things that Nola has chose and she's decided that she's going to control is her love life, right? She has she has these rules, like they bring it up in the movie or whatever when Greer shows up to her house. She has these rules that the men are supposed to follow, and she chooses when she wants to see the men. That's like full control in her life. She can't control if she's gonna sell a painting. She can't control what income she's gonna make. She can't control if she's gonna keep her if she's gonna be able to live where she lives. She can't control the changing environment, the gentrification of Brooklyn that she experiences. She can't control anything. She especially cannot control, well, I guess it's like the unwanted advances. Whereas in her love life, that's all in her control. And all three of the men build the perfect man for her, which is what the therapist basically says. Like, individually, they're amazing, but together, they're the perfect man for her. And it's something that she can control. She can control when she wants to see him and all of that. And it gives her a sense of strength. You know, even though she doesn't want to admit it, because even after the assault, she waits a little while before she even lets any of the men know. She doesn't even call them to bail her out of jail. She calls Opal. Oh my gosh, that is a good transition into Opal. I think that Nola is way too immature for Opal. She kind of has what's the Oedipus complex for the girls? I learned about this, but I really don't know what it is. I can't remember. But basically, Opal gives her motherly love. And Opal's like her safe spot. Opal saves her in situations. But she and Opal are not good together at all. Like, Opal got her ish together. She was a child. She's settled. You know, she got her business. She grinding. She's a boss. But she and Nola are not, like, they're not good together at all. Like, they're not. Like, I can't. Oh my gosh, what else did I want to touch on? Oh, Shemeka with the Nicki Minaj booty. Oh my gosh. Like, I literally told one of my friends to watch the show, and she finally did, which I was really shocked about. But she couldn't watch the scene where, like, Shemeka's booty popped. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to describe, because Shemeka wasn't in the movie. I guess that was kind of like to bring in, like, body shaming and, like, girls wanting to have a booty, you know, all that. Because that's a big trend right now where girls are getting ass shots. And people, I'm pretty sure in real life, people do get, like, bootleg booty jobs done. People are going to, like, all places around the world to get, like, surgery, to get, like, looking the way they want to. But, yeah, I did feel bad for her when her booty, like, popped. That was, like, intense. But I feel like she needed to experience that to realize that she was, like, she needed to do that to realize that she was okay the way she was. Because she is beautiful. She is so gorgeous. And, like, it's funny because Nola's like, your daughter's going to look at you and she's going to start seeing that things are wrong with you, which is true. Like, yeah, and then when she got the implants, her daughter was like, oh, you look like Nicki Minaj or whatever. And it's like, that's basically like building into her daughter that's the ideal booty type, because her mom has it and she's thinking that Nicki Minaj has it and like all these other people have it. So that was like a really important part too. It was like, it was covered slightly, but it was important. My favorite of the guys is Mars. I love Mars. Mars was on the phone like, let me smell it. He was like, mommy. I don't know. Mars is just like with his freckles and his glasses and his just swagger. Like, I can't. Mars is like, he's amazing. I don't know why. I like him. Like, he's my favorite out of all of them. Oh, that's another part that I want to talk about. Speaking of like the mommy part. What the black dress episode. Wait, was that? Let me check what episode that was. That was episode 3, right? Basically, so Nola goes out to buy this dress after her sexual assault because she feels like she should be able to wear what she wants to wear, which is true. And guys, like, she doesn't need to control what she wears. And guys need to control how they act. Because I believe the therapist was like, oh, even if you're wearing a full burqa, like, guys will still harass you. She told her to, like, wear what she wanted, do what she wants to do, like, her favorite thing to do, wear what she feels more comfortable in. And so she went to buy this, ridiculously priced black dress that she had to split on her 3 cards 3 ways. The way the cashier looked at her though was like 3 ways. And then she couldn't afford to make her rent. Which is what I'm saying, like, she's so, like, she's a good character and whatever, but she's so immature. Like, she's got her priorities mixed up. And, like, the show makes it ideal in a way that she, like, gets the prize, the art prize. But, like, Nola would probably be kicked out of her apartment. And because her landlord is her godmother and all of that, otherwise, she's reckless with money. Even though she doesn't make a lot, she does teach and stuff, but she's reckless with it because she goes and she buys like dresses that you gotta split on 3 credit cards 3 ways. Like, who does that? But anyways, I love that they included the black dress scene because it was like she wore it different ways and all the guys had the same reaction. At some point or another, the guys alluded to her wearing the dress as in like something, like her asking for sexual attention, basically. Like, I don't remember what Greer said, but I remember what Mars and Jamie said. I remember Jamie was like as soon as she like walked into the River Cafe, I think, he was like, he felt like really uncomfortable walking with her in there, and he made a comment. He was like, oh, this isn't a nightclub or whatever. And when they got to the apartment, he was like, yeah, that dress, like, you look so good in that dress, but I can't wait to like get you out of it. He said some slick stuff where she was like, you ruined it for him. For yourself. But also Mars, when he picked her up to go to the concert, he had said, oh, this dress is gonna get a half nigga killed, and he was talking about himself. But when they went to the concert and she got this guy coming up to her, you know, trying to get up on her, and then as they're walking home, he was walking her home, he says, I told you that dress was gonna get a nigga killed. And basically he was like, he alluded like the dress or whatever was the reason why the guy and she was like, no. And he was like, what else did he say? He said some other stuff about the dress. But that also brings me to the point where, like, when Mars found out about her assault, he was like, what were you doing out walking by yourself? Like, all the guys reacted in ways where it was just like they put their foot in their mouth. Like, it didn't matter. Nola was walking a block from her house. Even if she was walking more than a block, there was no reason for that guy to come up to her and grab her and A her and then, like, start cursing her out because she didn't want to mess with him. Like, what? And their reaction to I thought it was interesting. Like I said, the dress, like how they all had the same, like, even though it was like 3 different men, 3 different backgrounds and everything, they all had the same reaction to the dress. And it was like, because you're wearing this dress, you're basically telling the world that you want to have sex with them, which is not true. Like, as a woman, you should be able to wear whatever you want. As a male, you should be able to wear whatever you want. As anybody, you should be able to wear whatever you want. And that doesn't give someone the right to think that your clothing is telling them, oh yeah, I want to sleep with you or anything. Like, of course there's such things as like protest clothing, whatever, and it's like sending a message, but like there's no reason because she's wearing a black dress it's like, oh, I want to sleep with you. Like, what? No, stop. But yeah, so that scene was like really, I love that scene. I was like, well, not the scene, the episode. I was just like, yes, they just touched on so much. Like, I couldn't, it just gave me my life. And I finished like all the episodes in like a day and a half or like a night, I think, or maybe like 2 days and a half. Finished it like fairly quickly because I just couldn't stop watching it. But what, I think that's all I really needed to cover or talk about. But I do recommend that, like I said, watch the movie, then watch the show. You don't have to, you could just watch the show because the show goes kind of in depth too. But I just like the movie. Oh, the movie was in black and white too, but there were certain scenes that weren't in black and white. Oh, no. I want to talk about the guys in general. I like that the guys were in, like, they were from different socioeconomic statuses, different backgrounds in general. Well, I guess Jamie was from Brooklyn too, but nah, you wouldn't know that and all of that. Oh no, when Jamie's wife literally cut that check Yo, that was funny. Like, that was so funny. Like, nah. Like, she really stopped the check. But I couldn't. Oh no, the art scene too. When Nola was at the gallery and she was too, because all the three men showed up and she was too focused on that, and to the point where she couldn't communicate with the art critic, where he gave her a bad review because she couldn't explain the black female form. I really like that part too, how her whole like collection was the black female form. But although I did think that her art didn't really fit in with anyone else's, and that necessarily wasn't a bad thing. Her art was beautiful. She was very talented. It just, I guess it didn't fit in with the piece, or just like the exhibit in general. But yeah, so I recommend you watch the show. I know this was like all over the place, and I was like, da 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 da, this part, that part, da da. But I really wanted to talk about this show. So I already talked about it with my friends. Well, like with one of my friends or whatever. But like, I wanted to share it with you guys because I love it. Especially like, we need more shows like this. Like, I love Insecure and everything, but I'm so glad to see like more shows are coming out. And I really hope there's like, I kind of feel like there shouldn't be a season 2 just because like I don't know what else it would cover. But I also want there to be, because I just love the show so much. Like, it is actually amazing. And I love it, and hopefully you love it too if you watch it. You probably already watching this and you already watched it, but I really hope that you do watch it. And if you already did watch it, please like comment down below what you thought about it and all of that. And happy Vlogmas Day. Hey, I can't believe I made it through a week, to be honest. I'm so proud. A little tap on the back for me. But yeah, and also thank you for tuning in if you've been tuning into Vlogmas. I appreciate you so much. I see you commenting, I see you liking, I see you viewing. Like, y'all so amazing. Y'all so amazing. I appreciate all of you. All of you. But yeah, comment down below if you watch the show. What else, in case you don't watch the show? Comment down below what the female form means to you. Oh, also go check out the Netflix thing. I'll try to see if I can link it below, but I'm like really forgetful, so we'll see if that goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for tuning in, and keep tuning in if you like who I am, if you like all of this. Yeah, bye guys.